Caves, the wondrous go-to locations for base building, especially in PvP, with a luxury of defending only one way into your precious places of solace, and with Fjordur offering more caves to hide away in than any other map before it. What is your favourite cave? You're right kids, it's Raasclark and welcome to another top 10 as voted by you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share around and let's get into it. So in at number 10 is Skarstein Village by Blue Op. Coming in with a surprise vote considering its size, the small community of houses near one of the obelisks leads to a convenient pathway to a small mining cave. Despite its path does perhaps boast an ease of bypassing, being so small and can be blocked up with one dino gate. Space certainly isn't the game if looking to build here, but with so much offered in Ark now that can reduce what you really need, perhaps it's not as simple to overlook as you'd think, with an incredible handy veggie patch nearby, along with boxes for some early metal, meat and tools. In at number 9 is the Shimmering Halls. A mammoth undertaking with such a large grand entrance, a huge bridge overlooking lava splitting off into two sections. One being the iconic dwarven anvil shrine, but the other leading to an enormous room with plenty of flat space to build in, with convenient rooms tucked away that all can be built on without the need for foundations. A challenge to set up well with the bonus of no flyers in caves. Defending the approaching bridge is the priority, with a wealth of metal and stone at the rear in incredible quantities near the lava, a handy pool for sea creature storage and hard poly harvestable by the crates surrounding the anvil. In at number 8 is the Frozen Fortress. One of the more challenging caves to simply explore, owed to freezing temperatures and high-level wilds, but boasting plenty of space to set up once secured, with a defendable entrance being just big enough for small creatures to fit through, and plenty of distance to secure a turret wall against. Further inside through another tight tunnel offers pitfalls to perhaps be considered if looking to hold valuables in the Skylord area, along with water inside for use, and some of the best loot crates on the map, if not blocked, could be held down as a great base location. In at number 7 is the Nidisheim Labyrinth. Heavily underestimated considering its position, perhaps being an artifact cave, but with a sea entrance opening out to a vertical scale, allowing plenty of defences from height, opening out to a large room with plenty of flat space to build, some green gems to kick you off, loot drops again if not blocked, and the winding mysteries of the labyrinth lurking behind to your strong artifacts makes for a great base location. With such a defendable entrance, it is a worthy consideration for any large tribe, just as long as you're allowed to block a much needed artifact. In at number 6 is the Bjargfoss Cave. Perhaps the easiest to set up from the off, being close to the beach spawns on the mainland. The cave does possess two waterfall entrances, but neither being too big to block and work on fortifying, and both leading to a sizable space, large enough for most tribes, with plenty of flat ground to work with, some small handy metal, oil and crystal within, as well as water, with just a need for some light, being an incredibly dark cave to live in. In at number 5 is the Hidden Grotto. A great choice for anyone looking to hide in the sea, with a narrow winding tunnel leading towards to set defences up in, opening out to a vacuum pool cave filled with aberration variants as well as an abundance of green gems, metal and gas veins. A small challenge to build in with less than great flat areas, but with so much space inside offers a perfect choice for any decent sized tribe. In at number 4 is the Snow Globe. Tucked away on a cliffside holding the only known area for ferox spawns, makes for a great spot to build in, owed to a tight long corridor to fit through. With a concern for fortitude, not the biggest space in the world, more so for smaller tribes, some handy water with a few pearls offered within, it seems to be at least a popular location for you. at the cost of Ferox. In number 3 is the Dvarkheim, probably butchered that. Arguably the grandest cave on the map. It's also one of the biggest, with one of its 2 entrances being worldly sights alone, narrowing to a stairwell that could be defended well enough, and then opening out to its giant hall, a huge reference to Lord of the Rings, and the Mines of Moria, confirmed with the Tomb of Balin within one room, and an actual mine filled with more metal than you could ever need. With no concern of cave trolls, the hall passes through to another similar corridor, to another familiar scene involving a certain Balrog, overlooking an aberration spawn with plenty of blue gems and hand-harvestable poly plants, leading to another large corridor, passing the Dragon Terminal to its second relatively sizable entrance to defend from. But it boasts an even better cave within. Via a barely noticeable and broken pathway above the aberration area lies a tunnel barely big enough to fit a person through, with a few tight turns opening to a huge aberration room, a great spot for Karkinos, even more crystal, metal nodes, gas veins, and a bizarre indoor snow weather system, but plenty of space to consider holding your most valuable possessions in. In at number 2 is the Fjordur. Agreeable to see so highly voted, being an almost iconic feature of the map, as well as being quite central. The Fjordur stronghold will once again remind anyone of a certain Helm's Deep, with a similar layout, natural defending layered walls with some great external storage and a handy smaller cave to the side for on the go. But make it through the main entrance and its inviting hallways will find a tight and defendable bend around to a large cave area. Building here before myself, it offers plenty of flat space to build for your main setup, room for breeders with some handy water, crystal and pearls within. And before we get to number 1, let's just have a quick special mention to the caves that didn't just make the cut. And here it is in number 1, the Caverns of Time. Uncontested to be the best spot for anyone in either PvP or PvE. The Lunar Cave kicks off with a difficult to find and incredible narrow sea entrance, pulling through to a moon pool door that removes your gravity, needing to float through the incredible long and winding corridor, rich with metal nodes, to a fantastic space fit for large tribes. Boasting a main room with metal nodes and crystal light pets to be tamed, and 3 further rooms that are more like regions of their own, with a lunar bubble surrounding each, brimming with more metal nodes, trees and rocks, allowing you to almost have your most important resources all in one place. And with a difficult to enter and navigate entrance, making for some great defendable spots, as well as being perhaps one of the nicest looking spots to live in. Is there really any better? So let's hear it. Comment below, do you agree, and what more top 10s would you like to see in the future? My name's Raasclark, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and as always, peace out.